Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video let's have a closer look at this Galaxy Buds Pro and what do I feel about them. This is not a full in-depth review guys, been using them for the past 4 days, so let me give you my impressions, what do I feel about the same. And as you can see now we have the Pro name on this one, and they are sort of the successor to the Galaxy Buds Plus or the Galaxy Buds Live. In fact, I would say in terms of sound signature they are similar to the Galaxy Buds Live or the Beans, which I actually like quite a bit, but there are quite a few improvements. So let's have a closer look at the same now. So they come in this box guys, and this is the small case. In fact, the case size is almost the same as the Buds Live, so I like it. It's pretty compact, and here we have the two buds, and these are again in-ear style guys, but the thing to note is that the driver on this one is slightly on the oval side, and that's the same case even with the ear tips. And one thing to note guys, again these advertise active noise cancellation. I think that's the new big thing on this one. And again play around with the tips guys, because with the default tip I was not feeling that the active noise cancellation was good, but when I changed the tips it's good, because again these are in-ear types. So again how good the seal is very important, because the seal actually blocks that about 75% of the sound, and when you switch on that active noise cancellation it boosts that to about 90 to 95%. So that's how they work. And again as you can see they also have a vent over here, so that's actually a nice thing because of active noise cancellation. That's sort of important, and it has multiple microphones and stuff, and pretty small and compact, and you put it like this to charge. One thing to note is that if you just keep it in the wrong side, it will go inside like this and it will even charge, but it will not close the case. So that way you'll know that you're putting it wrong. So that's what it is. And if you go to the case, again at the back we have the USB Type-C, and in terms of battery guys it's too early to judge the entire battery. Samsung claims about 5 hours with active noise cancellation. Without active noise cancellation it should be about 8 hours with the Buds itself, and I would say yes, it's closer to that 5 hours. 4.5 hours I've got, and I was always using the ANC in the high mode. And again this will charge it, the case will charge it almost 4 times, so we'll give you ample battery life. Battery life is not an issue on this one. You get the Buds itself, you get this USB Type-C cable and some extra ear tips also in the box. Again play with the extra ear tips as I've told you. Now the big thing is, I'll talk about the sound quality because that's a big thing. I'll talk in the later part of the video, but first let's look at some of the other features that we have with this one. And again it works with the Galaxy app that we have on Samsung, similar stuff, Galaxy Wear app. And I've disconnected. Oh yeah, obviously I'll connect it, and it connects very quickly as you can see and shows you the percentage and everything. So let's talk about active noise cancellation, and I would say here we see a huge improvements with these buds. In fact I would say it's a huge improvement over the Galaxy Buds Live. Here they have really worked, and actually they have a couple of modes, so let's actually go over them. And here as you can see by default it will be off, and you have this active noise cancellation. I have to actually wear it. Yeah, I have to wear them. And now yeah, it's detected because it also has this sensor. When you just remove it from here it knows you're not wearing. That's why it doesn't work. You have to actually wear it here like this. Now as you can see it's and we have 2 levels. This is important because if you're not used to active noise cancellation, some people feel that they have the pressure, so you can control it via the high and low. And we also have this ambient sound. What that means is it's doing exactly opposite of noise cancellation. Whatever is around you, you'll hear very clearly. And here I would say with this ambient sound everything sounds so clear on this one, and you have multiple modes. In fact I find the low mode to be good enough in indoor conditions, and with medium you can hear everything clearly. You can converse with people. You don't have to do this, that you have to remove this to talk to people. So it is done very well. I won't go and move it to high and low because that sounds a little bit artificial, but the ambient sound is a big improvement compared to earlier Galaxy Buds. I would say they really work on this one. We also have this, I have to go to the ambient, we also have this option of voice detect, and this is similar to something what I've seen in the Sony XM4s. If you keep that on, and whenever you just start talking, if I enable this and I just start talking, as you can see it just directly jumped to the ambient sound. Thereby without tapping or doing anything you can converse with people. So after some time it will automatically go back to the active noise cancellation. So this works very well, I would say, and this is useful. But again, this won't work if you have a habit of just singing your songs when you're listening to you sing. Then obviously it will not work. But I feel this is a pretty good addition and works. And you have a little bit of customizations also here in this one. How many seconds do you want it for? 5 seconds, 10 or 15? So again, that's a nice thing. I'll just switch this off for now. And I switch this off. And another thing that I like with most Samsung buds is that you also have the equalizer mode. And specifically for this Galaxy Buds, guys, I have to say that I did not have to actually tweak the sound signature. The default sound signature is so good. Even in the normal mode, they sounded so good. But I like the fact that you can actually change and change the sound signature. And I feel that's important because not everyone actually likes a similar sound signature. So you can tweak it. But I feel Samsung should have also given a direct equalizer here. If they would have given it, it would have been better. But yeah, that's what we have here. And another new thing that we have on this one is known as 360 degrees audio, guys, and this will work only with the new Samsung phones that have the One UI 3.1. and I was surprised with this one. In fact, it works very well on this, but if you go to the advanced, you have this 360 degrees audio, and I really like this one, this 360 degrees audio. And again, guys, don't enable it always, because I've noticed that if you enable it always, it does consume a lot of battery. So you can enable it, and the best part of this one is that if you enable it, it works with any sound source. It's not restricted to just say one app or something like that. Even regular audio, you get that immersive 360 degrees experience. In fact, I enjoyed it quite a bit on movies. You get that surround sound effect. If you move your head also, it tracks with that. So this works very well. And best part is that you enable it, works with everything. It's not specifically tied to one app or something. For example, Apple also has that spatial audio, but it works with very limited apps like Apple own music service, and I believe Disney Plus. That's it. It doesn't work with regular stuff. This works with all the stuff. But again, as of now, it only works with if you have One UI 3.1. So that is actually that was a surprise, guys. Now let's also talk about one more thing. I'll talk about the sound later, but another thing that I noticed with this buds, and I was just keeping it, guys, mostly in the normal mode. I didn't actually move between all these modes. I didn't have to, because the default mode was that good. And one strange thing is that I did watch quite a bit of Netflix movies on this one, and man, oh man, the impact was amazing. No 360 degrees audio, just regular stuff. And then also the sound was very good. It was a very, very punchy experience. It felt that I was sitting in a home theater or something like that. It was so punchy, the sound, explosions and everything. That way, I really enjoyed, watching movies on this one. Now let's talk about the sound on this one again, and particularly for music I'm talking about. But before that, let's also talk about one more important thing. These days, we are taking a lot of calls, etc., doing video conferencing, etc. And for that, the microphone should be actually really good. And Samsung claims that they have improved microphone design. Also, they cut out wind, etc., blah blah. They have 3 microphones, a lot of marketing stuff. And again, guys, you know that I don't believe in marketing bullshit. So I did a test. So here are some of the samples, and you guys let me know what do you feel about the microphone of these. So guys, recording this outdoors, as you can see, and this I'm recording directly with the smartphone's internal microphone. In fact, the internal microphone of the S21 Ultra are pretty good, but this is without using these Buds Pro. Now I'll just change the microphone to pick up from this one, and let's see if there is any difference in the microphone pickup. So guys, now I'm using the Galaxy Buds Pro, and the sound is being transmitted via this one. And Samsung claims that this one actually has 3 different microphones, and the microphone quality is supposed to be a lot better. So again, do you feel there is any difference now? Is there a little bit less, noise and stuff? Do let me know what do you feel about the microphones, and do you think the microphone is an improvement or not? So now, guys, recording directly with the smartphone's microphone, and wanted to test how good are the microphones on this one in cancelling the wind. Samsung claims that this one actually cancels the wind. This is directly from the smartphone's microphone. Maybe it's catching slightly of the wind, and you can see that there's a fan running above. Now I'll switch to this and see if it cuts down that fan noise. Now, guys, doing the same thing, and I'm using the Buds Pro now. It's the same thing. The fan is above us. and you guys let me know, do you feel now it's cutting down a lot of that what do you say, noise from the fan, the wind noise, or not? Is it effective as Samsung claims? I hope this test gives us an idea about the same. But what do you guys think about the same? Do let me know. So guys, now let's talk about the sound quality on this one. And as I've told you, it is very close to the Buds Live, I felt, and that's actually a good thing because I did like the sound signature on the Buds Live. So if we talk about the bass is definitely boosted on this one. It's not very neutral, I would say, but again, I feel many of you will actually like that, and I didn't have to actually extend the bass or do something like that. So that way it was nice. The bass had that effect, and in fact that way I felt that's why in the movies you got that really good effect. So the bass is very well done. And the thing with this one is that this also actually has two drivers in it. Actually, the first driver is that 11mm driver, which handles that low frequencies and the mid tones, and they also have a new 6.5mm actually tweeter in this one. So these also have actually two drivers in this one, and I think so because of that the sound signature is actually really good. The mid tones are also produced very well on this one. But one thing I noted is that the treble, that is the high tones, have definitely a lot more sparkle on this one, which was slightly actually missing on earlier Samsung Buds. So that way I would say the high tones were also produced very well, that they have that sparkle on them. So again, if you always like that strings or classical, they were produced very well on this one. So in terms of sound signature, I would say you will be pleased with this one. And I didn't actually have to play with the equalizer. Yes, you can definitely play with the equalizer and tweak the sound signature a little bit, but by default I would say the sound signature that I got with this one was very good. And also I did take a lot of calls with this one, and everyone said that the calls were very, very clear. So I feel they have worked on that one. So definitely I would say a big step up from earlier Samsung Buds. But again guys, these are not cheap. They are the flagship as of now by Samsung. These cost about 16,000. So if you have that kind of a budget and you want a great microphone and that active noise cancellation, then you can certainly have a look at this. Active noise cancellation again guys works on this one, but I won't say it will block that 99 or 100% of the sound guys. Let's be realistic, it does cut down about 95% of the sound. So guys, these were my impressions of this new Galaxy Buds Pro. What do you guys think about the same? Do let me know in the comment section below. Anyways guys, that's it for now, and if you guys are still not subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care guys.